Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a really fascinating journey, I think, into honesty. But maybe not just the obvious kind. Being honest with other people, that's vital, sure.
Of course.
But we're really digging into being honest with yourself.
Yeah, self-honesty, that's the core.
Exactly. And our mission, really, for this deep dive is to unpack how that self-integrity can, well, potentially transform pretty much everything in your world.
It really can.
We've pulled together some really rich insights, exploring why this kind of honesty is the absolute bedrock for conviction, for trust.
Yeah, and for your own evolution, your growth.
Definitely.
And it's like you said, every action, every single thing you express, it's an investment, an investment in your own growth.
Right.
If you never test yourself, really challenge those boundaries, you don't grow. It's that simple.
So the goal here for you, listening, is what?
Well, it's to help you build a stronger internal filter, maybe. To help you navigate things more effectively.
Instead of getting tripped up.
Exactly. Getting tangled up in, complicated situations. It's definitely a tough journey sometimes.
Sure feels like it.
But it's absolutely essential. It's like this ongoing education in becoming more assertive, more confident, step by step.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Some of the insights we looked at suggest that anything causing discomfort, that feeling of hurt, it's not just random.
No, not at all.
It's more like a signal, a notification from your system.
Precisely. It's flagging a missing piece of understanding. Or maybe a miscalculation in judgment somewhere. Crack in the armor, so to speak.
Right, so when you hit one of those uncomfortable spots...
Your system is basically saying, hold on, there's a missing module here. A missing piece of understanding.
Okay.
And once you integrate that, once you really get it,
then the system can kind of automate the right response next time.
that's the idea. So the struggle itself isn't a flaw. It's actually a process. Think of it like homeostasis, your system trying to find balance.
Osmosis or something.
Yeah.
Constantly adjusting.
Exactly. And this is where we get those terms, turbulent and assertive states. Becoming assertive, or A, is really about applying what you learned during those turbulent, or T, periods.
So it's not like you just arrive at assertive and stay there.
Not at all. It's an evolution, constant, always ongoing.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me, this dynamic. It's not just a straight line upwards, is it?
No, definitely not.
As you get to new levels, new understanding, more success, the insights suggest you often go back.
You do. You return to those turbulent roots, let's call them.
Right.
To solve new problems, more complex ones maybe. Things that require that deeper understanding you've gained.
So you're revisiting old lessons, but with new eyes.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is how those past experiences, even the uncomfortable ones, they become this rich wellspring of wisdom.
Ah, okay.
So that flickering you might feel between T and A, turbulent and assertive, it's not a step back.
It feels like it sometimes, though.
I know, but think of it more like an engine. Or an engine and transmission and clutch all working together. It actually strengthens both states.
So they feed each other.
Synergistically, yes. It's like K-12 schooling for becoming assertive. That process is what graduates you from being mostly turbulent to being eventually more flawlessly assertive.
And it's that struggle, that process that sharpens your focus.
Right. But not out of fear, ideally.
More out of curiosity.
Yes, curiosity. Wanting to temper your understanding, remove the confusion.
And that leads to what you called cognitive ease, or resonance.
Exactly, that feeling of clarity. And you achieve that by solving dissonance.
Okay, define dissonance for us in this context. What is that feeling?
It's essentially when your internal world, your desires, your expectations doesn't quite match up with your external results.
A mismatch.
A contrast, yeah. The external stuff isn't supporting your internal sense of balance, your homeostasis.
Okay.
And that disagreement, that tension between your inner, maybe intuitive world and the feedback you're getting from outside. It actually acts like binoculars. It helps you zoom in on the kinks, the bugs, in your perceptions and your understanding. And crucially,
Go on.
it's the truth you feel inside that gut feeling that something's off. That's what creates the dissonance.
Ah, so truth is the real filter here. Your internal truth.
Precisely. Your feeling is the filter.
Which, okay, that leads to a really surprising point about honesty we found. Even liars. Even when people try to lie effectively, they often weed in some truth, don't they?
They do. It's like they're trying to build on something, even if it's a shaky foundation of half-truths.
Why bother?
Well, from an efficiency standpoint, it's a huge waste of time and energy. It just drains your willpower.
Compared to honesty.
Honesty just feels, well, it feels natural, whatever the outcome is. And it's definitely less messy.
Less messy how?
When you lie, your character is sort of on the line, isn't it? There's a risk.
Right.
But if you operate from genuinely honest intentions, and maybe someone pushes back or pulls away, you don't actually lose anything fundamental. In a way, they're kind of doing the work for you.
By removing themselves.
Exactly. Filtering themselves out. It helps you avoid unnecessary drama, and it leads back to that feeling of internal balance. Homeostasis. It stops you feeling, not good enough.
So if someone does react badly, with anger, maybe, to your honesty.
The insight is pretty clear. Walking away from that negativity is powerful.
Just disengage.
Yeah, it lets you stay centered. And it makes you realize, okay, I need more honest, straightforward people around me. Helps you steer clear of other people's.
Well, they're BS.
Exactly, they're BS.
You mentioned a tool earlier. Indifference.
Ah, yes, indifference. It's incredibly powerful, especially, say, with someone trying to manipulate you.
Because they rely on an emotional reaction.
Completely. Yeah. Their control comes from that emotional grip. So if you respond with compassion, maybe, but also a calm indifference,
they lose their leverage.
They're left at a distinct disadvantage. It's like if they came for a battle of wits, but you didn't bring any weapons.
Because they expect you to use their negativity against yourself.
Right. They hand you the bullets, expecting you to shoot yourself. The key is to simply not bring the bullets. Don't engage on that level.
Okay, this all seems to tie into bringing your A game, as you put it, and finding genuine happiness.
It does, because happiness really is that state of balance, homeostasis.
But what about confusion? When you lack that cognitive ease, does that mean you're not happy?
Not necessarily. It might feel like you're not happy in that moment, but actually you might be building on your happiness foundation.
Which takes work.
Which absolutely requires some work, some engagement. Yeah.
So lying to yourself? Mm-hmm. Or just accepting what others say without thinking?
It stops you. It prevents you from bringing that A game to your own life. You can't possibly understand or judge others effectively until you have your own strong foundation built on real, exceptional experiences. Things that give you nuance, awareness, patience.
Right.
Your unique life, your interactions. That's what determines your, let's call it karma, or your return on investment.
What you get back.
What you get back. And every result, good or bad, is valuable. It's data. It reflects your choices.
Which leads us right into managing expectations.
Yeah.
That seemed crucial in the sources.
Hugely important, because your expectations essentially set the limit. They define success or failure for you.
They set the ceiling.
They do. Which makes you question, well, what is perfection then?
Is it achievable?
The material suggests perfection isn't some static state you reach. It's an adaptation process, an evolution.
Okay.
So the advice is, see perfection in the planning stage. In your dreams, your ideals, aim high. But then expect that when you act, things will move, they'll shift. And that movement gives you the chance to adapt, to learn better.
So reframe failures.
Absolutely. Don't see them as setbacks, see them as touchstones, invitations to put in the work.
Like puzzles.
Exactly. Puzzles that when you solve them, create a more rational, a more robust version of perfect. One that actually accounts for all the variables life throws at you.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. To recap our deep dive today, it really seems like being deeply honest with yourself first. That's the key.
It's the foundation, unshakable, for integrity, conviction, real growth.
And we've explored how struggle isn't failure, it's a signpost.
Yeah.
A signal for missing understanding.
Right, and how that feeling dissonance can actually be a powerful tool.
To get clarity.
And how choosing honesty, even when it's tough, just creates a less messy, more fulfilling path forward.
Even when people react negatively.
Especially then, maybe.
Yeah.
Honesty is defined by integrity, and integrity really just means having a good internal system.
A working system.
A good working system that naturally provokes win-win scenarios in your life. And the really profound connection here, it all starts and ends as thoughts, everything.
Wow.
So for you listening, what does that actually mean? For your ability to take control of your thoughts.
And by doing that, control your emotions.
And ultimately your life, steering it towards that real feeling of inner balance, that homeostasis.
So maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. Consider how recognizing that flickering, between discomfort and assertiveness. It is no weakness.
Not at all.
It's actually the engine driving your personal evolution.
Well said.
So what uncomfortable situation out there are you ready to look at differently? to see as maybe just a new module of understanding that's waiting to be integrated into your life.